Hey guys, Tails here, back with another video. I just wanted to make this video to let people know a couple weeks back I was posting videos about highs and lows of content creation. I just wanted to let you guys know that I am in a better headspace now after making those videos, having something to look back on and focusing and like coming to terms with the fact that, you know, people are going back to work and they're not as free as they once were. And, you know, that's part of the struggle. Also, taking the time to take a step back and be like, how can I like change the situation? How can I find a I never fell out of love with what I was doing, but where can I find that spark that starts getting me back into creating and focusing less on stupid numbers brought up by the algorithm and its cruel ways and interesting ways of placing my videos, and it's a fun time. I've been focusing more on my artwork lately, and I've been posting some of my drawings on Twitter. Like, they're not, oh my god, super detailed. They're just like, hey, I have an afternoon, let's just draw this because I'm having fun sketching or whatever. And getting back into the art, and even if it's just small pieces, it's like, hey, I did something today, little creative stuff, here, post on Twitter, and then I get, you know, like 3 likes, and it's like, ooh, fun. But, you know, I was at a stage too where I wasn't really drawing, because it's like, oh, what's the point? No one's going to care, no one's going to see it. And now I'm at the stage where I'm like, well, whatever. I had fun making it, that's all that matters, and I can look back on it and cringe. Yay! And then I just put it on Twitter. And it gave me something else a little bit to focus on and to really just get me back into drawing. I have some other stuff going on with my avatar in the background that I'm not ready to announce yet because they're still being worked on as we speak. But I have been having fun with art again. I'll let you guys just know that. I do plan to somehow incorporate art into my channel one day. I don't really know how yet, but one day, soon, TM. But the artwork is up on my Twitter link, which is linked in the description if you're interested in checking any of it out. Anyway, what else was I doing? Yes, you guys and your lovely comments and your feedback and the likes and all that stuff. Of course, I was paying more attention to that. And I did kind of notice, I think I mentioned it too, that I had drifted a little bit away from making these one-to-one vlog videos. Not necessarily because like I had stopped enjoying it, but more to the point where I'm at in my channel, it can be a little hard to find stuff to talk about. For example, I don't want my channel, I do like talking about the anxiety side of things because, you know, it's something that needs to be talked about, it's a part of me, it's whatever, but I don't want it to become like the core of my videos, and I'm glad that people are relating to it and being helped by those videos. But, you know, it's not like the main core that I want to be my videos at. It's not necessarily just all I was talking about in those vlog videos, but, you know, there was the one where I was talking about the dentist and stuff, and sometimes I'm not having Tails Kit problem of the week, and it is a little bit harder to find a subject to talk about. Like, I'm not saying they have to be like a weekly thing, but it can be to a point where I don't really notice that I've gone through a few weeks without making one because I haven't really thought of anything that I need to talk about. But again, this can also just be something that just happens. Like, for example, I went on that low and I just started making vlog videos again, and then something else minor will happen and I'll throw out another vlog video, whatever. But I do want to make more of these. I have also been inspired to make videos based on the comment section, obviously, and being a smaller YouTuber, it is a little harder to attract the comments section because, you know, baby YouTuber, nobody knows who I am. But regardless, one person did say that I should check out the Abandoned City World video on my channel. Go check it out if you have the time. But they suggested that I should go check that out. I had no idea about that world. I went and checked it out, had a good time. You know, stuff like that. You know, you guys inspire me too. Even your smallest comment, like, bouncing off a video that I've already made, and I can be like, hey, I can like evaluate on that a little more, like, sure, no problem, whatever. But yeah, that's another thing that has been helping me out is you guys, not just on that end, but, you know, the likes and stuff and the feedback. Some of you guys have been saying, like, you got a couple of people comment saying that they found me through the thumbnails and recommended. So praise be to the YouTube gods, they are pushing my content at least. Again, not this is ever, I think I'm going off on it again, but not this is ever like something that I want to be like massive at. Like, I am perfectly comfortable where I'm at right now, but it's always nice as a content creator to know that you're not just putting these videos out there for them to be lost in the void. You know, I want to talk about my like anxiety and show off these worlds because I want people to see them and go explore them. And you guys go ahead and do that, because I've had comments from that too. You guys go check out the worlds that I featured, which I think is great, because part of my reason for making those videos is not just to show them off, it's kind of to like put them in a vault, like the Disney vault, because the worlds that don't have the longevity, like the Pug and and you know, just worlds that have been around since day one, there's so many pretty worlds on VRChat that if you don't get noticed, then you kind of get shoved to the bottom. And if you're not, I have a world, the Okami World VR, so I know how this works. Okay, if you're not updating your world every day in VRChat, you just kind of, you stop existing. My first world was the Okami world, my only world, and it was in community labs for like an hour, and then it was up on the new worlds thing. And then because I was fixing things and I was constantly updating, you know, fixing mirrors and stuff that wasn't working, and I was pushing updates. I can't remember exactly, but I was getting a bunch of visitors a day, and it was a PC only world, and it was about the time we were transitioning between quests, so it was doing pretty well. If I say so myself. But anyway, it was doing pretty well. But if you don't keep updating, like I haven't updated it in a while, people don't see it. It's not there. If someone's not there talking about it, or they're not making a video about it, people don't know it's there, because there's so much content on VRChat. So my goal with these videos when I'm running around is the hopes that people will see them and they will come to these worlds and they will make their own videos, take pictures or whatever. That's something else I've been doing on my Twitter, by the way, taking pictures in worlds like this. So if ever you see a world in my video, for example, this one, I probably found it while I've been going to take pictures on Twitter, and then I'll usually post the world name too, so you guys can come and find that. But that is my whole purpose of those videos, and I understand that you guys kind of save those in a block to watch, and you just watch these vlog videos whenever. See, this is all stuff I've been learning because you guys have been telling me, and it's been super helpful. But yeah, that's my whole purpose mainly for making these videos, is to have somewhere where these pretty worlds do not fall into obscurity, and even for me, so I don't forget about these worlds, because I've been rediscovering worlds that I completely forgot about on my travels too, like my old VRChat World series. God, there were so many pretty worlds that I'd completely forgotten about or not thought about in a long time, and now I know that I have somewhere where I can scroll down and be like, obviously there's a playlist, and I can be like, yes, I remember these worlds. I might forget about this world one day, and then I'll scroll down my Twitter, or I'll scroll down my worlds, and I'll be like, I want to go visit this place. Like, that is the whole purpose of making these videos. A spotlight, if you will. It's the side of VRChat that I think, like, when you first start out, like, you don't know where you really are in your content, like, you don't know what you want to do, but the side of VRChat, as I've said before, that I want to focus on is the more chill side and the creative side and showing this stuff off. So here I am, showing off worlds, showing off the creative, big chill, not doing other VRChat creator related things. So like with anything, when you're starting out and when you're doing new things, it can either fail or it can be successful. You just don't know. But if you're having fun with it, who cares? If your numbers aren't there, who cares? As long as you're having fun making the videos, who cares? And that was kind of what I was trying to work through. It just hit me out of nowhere. Just this slump as summer vacation ended and things just kind of went a little south for a while, but it's okay. We're pulling it back. I looked at my channel. I was like, okay, what can I change around here? Is there some things that I can switch up? So I have been making a few minor changes to the channel too. I said in my video that I haven't changed, but you know, maybe my channel could use a little updating, like example being the thumbnails that I updated some of them with my new avatar coming along. I will eventually probably go back and update some of the older thumbnails, but for now, I think it's pretty comfortable where it is, but we shall see. A lot of those videos are pretty old by now, and honestly, I'm one of those content creators where I make a video, I make sure that it's functional, I put it out there, and then I will essentially never look at it again, or at least never have the audio on, because cringe. Like, yeah, like, even with my art, like, if it's more than 2 years old, I don't some pieces, but I don't want to look at it. Like, I will remove it. I will cringe. I'll be like, no, I am dying. The world is ending. If I watch this anymore, I will literally just fall on the floor and die. Must delete. So I don't go back and look at any of my older content. But I do see some of the titles, and it does make me hesitate for a second as I start to remember. But I want to keep those videos up there. They're a part of the history. Who knows where I'll be at in like a year's time. And I'll just be like, please God, delete everything from my past. The world will never know of your shame, but spoiler alert, once it's out on the internet, there's kind of no deleting it. It's just there. I don't think I'm at the point now where people are like logging my videos away, but you get those websites and you just search your video and it's like, oh, your video has been ripped and posted here now. Like, oh, cool, thanks. This was originally a YouTube video. If you're watching this on any other platform, not the original post. Just saying. Just start saying that in every video. But, you know, where was I going? I have lost my train of thought. Yes, you can probably tell, maybe in the way I'm talking to you, that I am in a much better place, and I hope this sticks. I hope that I can keep this positive attitude, but, you know, we are creators. We never predict when these things are going to happen. They just kind of happen. They blindside us, and then we pick ourselves up. My goal is to keep that blind optimism level up for the coming future, and hope that you guys stick around for whatever I have in the coming future. Again, with this channel, like I said, I'm still growing, so I don't necessarily know what I have in the coming future. Sometimes, like I did today, I'll just be sitting around thinking of stuff to talk about. And the reason I chose this subject in the end was because I was thinking I had that moment a couple of weeks ago that I should probably follow up on. And I do appreciate all the comments in those videos and stuff, just relating to what I was saying or informing me of your viewing habits, because it was super helpful. Like I said, it has helped me to get a different perspective on things. But yeah, I've been going through a lot this last couple of weeks, and I do have a lot more planned for the future that I cannot talk about. As I said, drawing with this avatar and stuff. We have stuff. We have content. We're okay. We're doing all right. We're moving forward. I have no idea what my next video is going to be. I am excited to find out what it's going to be. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tiny little follow-up. Even if I make these videos where they're not necessarily talking about a big subject. Oh yeah, just rewind for a second. Another reason why I stopped so much focusing on the vlog videos is because I felt that I had to have a big topic to talk about. But in vlog videos, I don't necessarily think you do. Like now I'm in that place where I'm like, you know what? People probably just want to sit there and listen to me ramble about whatever and be distracted. So maybe I'll talk about my love of cats one day in a vlog video. I am a cat person. Yay! The more you know. But you know, this doesn't always have to be like this massive topic, and I need to tell myself that, like, you don't have to talk about something massive to be interesting. You just have to get on camera and kind of bounce around a little bit and, you know, just talk, whatever. It's your channel. Do whatever you want. Like, damn, within reason, okay? You gotta follow community guidelines. Not that I would be doing anything that doesn't follow them. You know what I'm saying? Like, within reason. Oh, and just on a slight side note, for whatever reason, that logging out of VRChat thing that I keep talking about, the skit tutorial thing, I think it's because I talked about it in one of my videos. People might have gone to check it out. But those skit videos have been weirdly getting attention again in some areas, mostly the logging out one. Again, because I think it's because I talked about it. But, you know, it's just it's like so weird seeing people click on a video, like so many people click on a video that I made like a year ago. And it's like, why is this getting so many views now? That's the thing with VR, but that's the thing with YouTube too, is if you are just starting out or whatever, you have to remember that any video you post can take up to, as hard as this sounds, up to a year to make any kind of traction, maybe longer. Just out of nowhere. I had this one video a while back where it was an art video. I'm not going to tell you guys anything about it because, dear God, please do not want to know. But anyway, it was this video, and it had been on there for like 3 years, I think. And then I don't know when, but it had like no views. But I didn't go to that channel or check the analytics for like a year or two because I didn't care. I was just using it as my main channel to watch videos, but I wasn't looking at it. And then I looked back, and that video it had like, I can't remember exactly, but like 3,000 views or something, probably more. It like randomly it just had this spike, and people were commenting on it and being like, oh my god, this was so helpful. And I'm looking at it going, how is this helpful? I was literally like a child. Well, I wasn't a child, but I was a small child talking about how to draw, and there are infinitely better videos out there. Why was this specific video just out of nowhere getting traction? But that's just how it is. Like, my anxiety video that everybody was watching a while back has fallen off a little bit now, but that just randomly picked up out of nowhere. YouTube is a weird place. You can just suddenly be scooped up by a trending thing, and then you just out of nowhere you have all these views, and it's confusing. But yeah, these just sometimes YouTube is a bit of a slow process. Very rare you're going to be picked up right away and everybody's going to know your name. Not that that sounds terrifying. Okay, very rare YouTube is going to pick you up right away. Like, you have to have patience. It's a waiting game. Not a waiting game. It's a patience game. It's a growing game. You got to grow with your channel, grow with your content. I am not the YouTuber I was when I first started. I have evolved somewhat. I'm still immature as hell, and I probably always will be. But, you know, I have found more my niche and where I want to be on this channel for now. And again, it may shift in time, but for now I'm perfectly comfortable with where I am. I wasn't necessarily comfortable with it to begin with, but now that I'm here and I've come this far, I've found the groove, if you will. I'm definitely more comfortable with the content and stuff I'm putting out. So for the near future, I can definitely say to you guys that I'm doing a lot better. Thank you guys for all the support in the comments. Really do appreciate that. A lot more content coming your way. God knows what it will be. Sometimes I just log on and find a world. Other times I sit there for like 20 minutes and stare at nothing. And then I'm like, well, just turn on the camera and see what happens. So thanks for watching, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video of me just essentially talking about nothing. Because guess what? Maybe my blog videos are probably going to turn mostly into this when I don't have Tails Kip problem of the week to talk about or the big thing to share, because not every week is exciting, not every week is thrilling, not every week has stuff happening, and that's okay. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Before I go, please give me 1 second. I have no idea if I'll come back here for another video, probably because it's a pretty cool world, but this world is called Summer Promenade, if you guys are wondering. It has like different kind of views wherever you look. I specifically just have the camera angled at this because I like this view. But when you get here, you'll know what I'm talking about. Perfect photograph world. Come check it out. I will no doubt feature it in a video one day because it is a very nice world, and it's very my own anime kind of world, you know. It screams that kind of vibe, and I like it. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate all the support and all the positivity when I was going through my moment. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.